Well, since it is Halloween, I feel that it is only appropriate here on Real Rumble today. Of course, with us being a new channel and all, uh, I haven't really done any. I haven't really done many top lists, right? When I'm talking, top films and categorizing them, 10 to 1. I did do a countdown a while back in regards to the movies, uh, all the Marvel movies made after Endgame, and I did rank them. But today, guys, I feel like it was only appropriate, with it being Halloween, that I go ahead and give you all my top 5 horror movies of all time. You may disagree with my list. You might even like some of these movies on the list. Some of these might even be so obvious you're like, come on, man. But these are what I believe in my personal top favorite horror movies of all time. So let's get started. And if you haven't got a chance to like the video, please go ahead and please like the video, just to be help your boy out, and of course go ahead and subscribe as well for more Real Rumble content. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go 5 to 1, but before I do so, I did want to give a couple honorable mentions. There's just so many great ones to go through. It's kind of it's really hard. Let's just be honest. It is really hard to come up with these lists and really try to pinpoint them down to 5. But I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 5. But beforehand, let's go ahead and go with the honorable mentions. All right, I have 2 honorable mentions. I love these films. One of them is going to be very obvious to mostly everybody who's a movie fan. But first one, Cape Fear, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Nick Nolte and Robert De Niro. Uh, I came across this movie when I was like 16 years old, and I was on a Martin Scorsese kick, and I was just grinding through his pretty much all of his filmology, starting with Mean Streets and working my way up. And when I got to Cape Fear, most of his movies he has like that gangster style, but he's never really touched on the horror side of things. But saw him that Robert De Niro was in it. I remember asking my father, "Hey, was Cape Fear any good?" He was just like, "Check it out." Man, I really enjoyed Cape Fear, and I thought Robert De Niro just had an absolute killer performance, and he was pretty menacing in that movie. But it was just a well-crafted movie all the way down to the end. Perfect fitting, perfect ending to that type of movie. Cape Fear is my first honorable mention. And then the second one, some might even say this is the greatest horror movie of all time. It is a horror masterpiece, and it really set the bar for all horror movies afterwards. And that is going to be Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, starring Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson, I believe, one of the greatest actors to ever do it. One of the just greatest performers out there on screen. But The Shining just has so many iconic moments, so many iconic parts, and it will forever live in history and be known as one of the greatest horror movies ever. But it is not in my top 5. But damn, do I love it! Damn, is it not a great movie? That The Shining. You haven't seen it? Check it out. Awesome. Those are my honorable mentions. So let's go to number 5. Now, number 5 on this list, I'm going to go with Shaun of the Dead. Now, some of you might not say this is a horror movie. I consider it a horror comedy. I mean, this movie was just straight perfection, man. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. It had so much heart, it had so much humor, and it even had it had the zombies, walking around. And what they did with that movie was just awesome, man. Very funny, creepy at times. But that's number 5 on my list. Number 4. Now, number 4, you might even say, man, that's kind of high, man. You were really high on this movie. But this movie just came out earlier this year, and that is Sinners. and that stars Michael B. Jordan as both of the main characters, Delroy Lindo, just Nick O'Connell. I mean, just what a great horror film it was with the vampires. I It's one of the best films of the year this year, 100%. But this is personally, I mean, this is one of the best horror vampire movies that I have ever seen, and it was fresh, stylish, smart, scary. I mean, it had it all, man. I'm a huge fan of Sinners. That is number 4. Number 3 on this list is going to be Scream, the original from 1996. Uh, this is probably one of the most quotable horror movies of all time. Uh, and the thing that makes Scream so great, man, and if you think about it just in concept, Scream could be anybody, and anybody could put on the mask, the cape, and be Ghostface. And it's terrifying in that sense, But Scream just is iconic, man. When it came on the scene, when I first moved, it just so many iconic parts, iconic kills, jump scares. I mean, that movie, it really had it all, and I still think it stands today as one of the top horror movies of all time. Number 2 on my list, Michael Myers, the original Halloween from 1978. John Carpenter, his masterpiece. Another movie that kind of set the blueprint, right, for what to expect from horror movies, and Michael Myers just as a character in itself. I mean, he's the embodiment of evil. It's just a brute force, just sickening, menacing. And just, I mean, really unstoppable, in a lot of in a sense, a lot of senses. But Halloween is pretty fantastic, man, and it will. This is another one that will forever be in history. Now, number 1. Some of you might not say this is a horror movie. I take it as a horror movie. It is a true psychological thriller, twisted, and some of you might fight me on this. It's all right. Oh well. But my number 1 is going to be Seven, starring Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, directed by David Fincher. Also starred Kevin Spacey as our villain. I mean, this movie it has that noir feel, and it is truly horrifying. With the scenery, the 7 sins that are displayed through this crazy psychopath, and just great performances all around, and a crazy twist at the end. Uh, 7 is my number 1. I love that movie. I love that movie. It was brilliantly crafted. I even heard a rumor that Brad Pitt said he was he about to going to turn it down. That's nuts. That movie was awesome, and I believe Denzel did turn it down. He regrets it. But seven is my number 1. But man, there's so many horror movies to go through, and there's so many fantastic ones, so many creepy ones, the Jigsaws, the Grunges, the Ring, and Hills Have Eyes, the Wrong Turns. I mean, there are so many horror movies, so many different styles, so many different categories, genres when it comes to the horror films, and man, those are my top 5. Very hard to do, and even thinking about it later on, I might even change it up a bit. But at the moment, this is my top 5, along with my honorable mentions. So hey, I feel like, with it being Halloween, it's only fitting to go ahead and drop a top 5 list at least for you guys. But guys, let me know what you think of my top 5. Let me know what would you change? What would you add? Like, hey, hell, I want to hear your guys' top 5. Go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. And go ahead and subscribe for more Real Rumble. But until next time, I'm out. Go trick-or-treating. Get some candy. Peace out.